SOP number 1. Permission to the head, kung kanino man po kayo
Ganun dapat.
Among college students at Nagaview Adventist College Incorporated. So the authors, Alginal Cuevas, the presenter, and Donerville Cruzata, and Miriam Zaldoa Flor. We are third year Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in English students. So please allow me to start. So as we all know today, technology has completely changed the way people live, the way people work, and even learn. And one of the biggest game changers today is, ano yan? Artificial intelligence or AI. It is being used worldwide in areas like education, healthcare, and even in government services. And you know what? Especially in education, especially in writing, these tools, these AI tools have really made big impact. Students today, students like you, have access to that apps to check grammar, to organize ideas, and even generate content. Talagang it will help you, assist you. It will serve as a companion. And one of the most popular AI tools right now is, what do you think it is? What's that? ChatGPT. Who among you here ang may ChatGPT sa cellphone nila? Well, I admit meron din ako. Pero gusto kong makita, sino may app? I will give, sino pupunta dito and give me the app? 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, let me see if may ChatGPT ka. Wow! Okay. Okay. So I know we all have that ChatGPT application, but we should always remember to use it responsibly. So yes, that is the one of the most popular AI tools right now. And it stands for, let's read everyone. Okay, it stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So yun. It is made by a company in the United States. It is the company called OpenAI, and it uses a lot of information and smart computer methods to give, to understand what people type, what people prompt, and to give helpful answers. And did you know that as of June 2025, can you see that? As of June 2025, it already has about ilan? 122.58 million daily users. And nearly 800 million weekly users. See? Anong year na tayo na ngayon? It is 2026 na, and that was according to Chamising 2025 study. And with this huge amount of numbers, most of them are learners. Most of them are students. These numbers really show na how ChatGPT has become the regular part of students all around the world. It has become a regular part of students' lives, of students' routine. Students use ChatGPT to help them, to assist them. And in academic settings, it has a learning buddy and a companion, especially in essay writing or academic writing. Next slide. Yan. So especially in expository, specifically expository essay writing. It is a form of writing that requires clear explanations, logical organizations, grammatical precision, and clarity. Did you know that according to the preliminary survey here at Nagaview Adventist College. Next slide, please. 80% of NVAC college population is already using ChatGPT for their academic task. So NVAC had 204 students. That was the latest last year, latest enrollments last year. Meaning 80% of them are using already ChatGPT users. But here is the thing. Here at NVAC, it is not clear. We do not know whether being a ChatGPT means having a higher writing proficiency. Kapag lagi ka bang gumagamit ng ChatGPT, mas magaling ka sumulat ng essay, expository essay, mas mataas ang writing proficiency mo? We all know that that is not always the case. That is why we come up with our study. ChatGPT usage. Next slide, please. That's why we come up with our study. ChatGPT usage and expository essay writing proficiency among college students at Nagaview Adventist College Incorporated. We wanted to find out what is the actual relationship between how students use ChatGPT and their level of writing proficiency. We wanted to find out whether there is a connection between the two main variables. This ChatGPT, is it really helping them to do better, to write better, especially in essay, or are they just relying on it? What is the connection between the two? And this study is very significant. This study is very important, next slide please, for the school administrators, teachers, guidance counselors, students, parents, researchers themselves, and of course, future researchers. This study is very important because it shows how ChatGPT impacts learning and teaching. It will help students, it will help school administrators to create smarter policies, teachers to improve lessons or teaching strategies, guidance counselors to support students better, and parents understand how learners use AI. And of course, students learn how to use AI responsibly. And the purpose of our study, this study aimed to examine the relationship between ChatGPT usage and expository essay writing proficiency at NVAC. Specifically, it explored whether ChatGPT positively or negatively affected students' ability to write coherent, well-structured, and original essays, while highlighting how the tool could be maximized without hindering independent skills development. So the study looked at how using ChatGPT affects NVAC students' essay writing, whether it helps or it lowers their skills, and how they can use it without losing their own writing ability. So we have the specific statement of the problem here. Number one, what is the extent of ChatGPT usage of NVAC college students? Number two, what is the level of expository essay writing proficiency? And number three, is there any significant relationship between ChatGPT usage and expository essay writing proficiency of NVAC college students? And the last one is, what output can be made based on the findings of the study? And the methodology that we use, the research design. We use descriptive correlational research design. So in the descriptive aspect, it allows us to gather data on how students use ChatGPT, how often, what ways, or for what purposes. And the correlational aspect design to determine whether there is a significant relationship between the two main variables. And of course, the respondents of this study were selected college students during the academic year 2025-2026, specifically 40 students consisting five respondents from each degree program. So the purposive sampling was employed here in the study. And the research instruments, we have two research instruments. Number one is the researchers made questionnaire, which was validated by the research instructor and research advisor. And number two is essay writing proficiency. Essay writing proficiency test. Yan. So the first part of the questionnaire, it talks about the ChatGPT usage, relation to writing and practices. The second one is they will write essay na. Yan. These items were measured on 4-point scale as shown in the table 1. Next slide. Yan. Which provided interpretations of ChatGPT usage among students in writing essays. The always, it was interpreted as very high extent. The sometimes high extent, rarely moderate extent, and never low or no extent. Next slide, please. Next, essay writing proficiency test. The second part was an expository essay writing. And the respondents were given a specific topic or question provided by the researchers. Next slide, please. So their score will be categorized as follows: advanced, proficient, developing, and of course, beginning or needs beginning. And the data collection here, the data gathering procedure. As you can see, we have permission granted. Of course, we have the necessary things, letters, and the next one is informed consent. Of course, we are following the RA, Republic of Data Privacy. Third is data collection, essay evaluation, of course, the data analysis. And our statistical treatment of data is frequency and percentage, mean and standard deviation, person R. And the results, yan, the results. SOP number 1. Next slide, please. SOP number 1, the extent of the ChatGPT usage. The overall weighted mean is 2.64 with the standard 592. And the SOP number 1, the findings is with the high extent. And the SOP number 2, the level is high. The level of expository essay writing proficiency is in proficient level. As you can see, you can, ano naman. And number 3, SOP. The correlation, the person R is negative 0.165. So, it has, yan, the correlation coefficient between ChatGPT usage and expository essay writing proficiency was, which indicates negligible negative correlation. So, we failed to reject the null hypothesis, so this relationship is not statistically significant. And for the conclusion, the findings show that NVAC College students use ChatGPT to a high extent. This implies that NVAC College students are open to using AI tools as supplementary support in their writing task, but they still balance technology with their own thinking and effort. SOP number 2, level of expository essay writing proficiency, the students reach the proficient level. So this implies that whilst most NVAC college students already possess satisfactory writing skills, some still need more practice and guidance to further improve their ability to express clearly. SOP number 3, relationship between ChatGPT. These results show that very weak negative correlation that was not statistically significant. This implies that ChatGPT usage does not directly determine the writing proficiency of college students, since writing skills are mainly developed through practice, instruction, and personal effort. And of course, the recommendations, here are the recommendations. Next slide, please. Yan. So here at NVAC, educators are encouraged to guide students responsible and effective use of ChatGPT and many more. And to further support these recommendations, 2 outputs were developed by the researcher. This was EssayMate and the video reel created by the researcher. The first one is EssayMate. So sa EssayMate, it is an app. We have created the app called EssayMate. So next slide, please. So the first was lighted mobile application called EssayMate, which was available online. You can just see it. Okay. Can you play po the video? So it is an output that ginawa po namin. It was the output by the... It was a very, very simple app na you can download. Yan. Yan. It is just, you can just scroll. There are tips, guidelines, etiquette, and all about essay. There are tips. So this app was designed to be lightweight, requiring only 48 MB of storage, which made it convenient to install on devices. There are guidelines. So yun po, you can just download it po. And the next output is Study Smarter with ChatGPT. You can just visit our
GPT
Facebook
ka, no?
page.
Okay lang yan.
Pero kung puro search dito, search doon,
Copy-paste dito, copy-paste doon.
Yun ang hindi okay.
bakit? Because you're not learning.
You are just relying. Hala.
But if you want to know how to use ChatGPT wisely, this video is for you.
Hello, I am Miriam Zaldoa Flor.
I am Dan Orville Cruzata.
And I am Alginel Cuevas, and we are back again with another video that will surely help you.
We will provide strategies and tips.
Prompts and guide so you will not copy-paste anymore.
Here are the tips to use ChatGPT wisely. Number 1, be clear and specific. Don't just say, write my essay. Say, write a short essay about saving the environment for grade 8 students. The clearer you are, the better the answer.
Number 2, use it as a guide, not a shortcut. ChatGPT helps you learn and create, not to copy and paste. Always add your own ideas. And of course, number 3, double check the facts. Sometimes, ChatGPT can be wrong or outdated. Verify information before using it for research or schoolwork.
Number 5, learn from it. ChatGPT edits or explains, read carefully. You improve your writing and thinking skills.
Number 6, don't rely on it too much. Use your own creativity and critical thinking. ChatGPT is your helper, not your replacement.
Now, do you want to know the right and smart prompts to use to ChatGPT? Well, listen and watch carefully. Try these 8 smart prompts. So thank you so much. You can just see it on our Facebook page. So for spiritual implications, this means that while students rely on ChatGPT for guidance, it doesn't replace their own effort and practice. So this reflects the true growth, whether in skills or in faith, comes from personal effort, patience, and persistence. So you can just read it. So everyone, before I end, I would like to tell to you that AI is indeed a powerful tool or assistant, but let us always remember that AI tools are for improvement, not replacement. Yes, it helps us do things better and faster, but it cannot replace the human judgment, values, and creativity that truly matter. According to 1 Peter 4 verse 10, each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in its various forms. AI tools are for improvement, not replacement. God gave each of us unique talents and we are called to use them wisely. Even with AI, our creativity, purpose, and gifts from God remain irreplaceable. God gave us different gifts to each person. Tools like AI can assist us, but our talents are still our responsibility to use for good. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Aljanelle. We will proceed with our last presenter, Miss Joy B. Da, and she will be sharing with us the study entitled Perceived Divine Calling and Personal Conviction on Pursuing a Theology Degree Among Freshmen and Sophomore Students at Nagaview Adventist College. Once again, everyone, let's give our full attention as we listen to this last research presentation.
Good morning, everyone. So, my research title is Perceived Divine Calling and Personal Conviction on Pursuing a Theology Degree Among Freshmen and Sophomore Students at Nagaview Adventist College. So, the introduction explains that the decision to pursue